Hi, my name is Marin with Healthy Approach, and I'm here to share a guided meditation for beginners with you. A lot of people think that meditation takes clearing the mind and being extremely focused for a long period of time. And that's not exactly true. Meditation can be anything from gardening, walking, planting, cooking, folding laundry, whatever you feel like takes your mind out of thinking and just focusing on the present moment is a really good meditative practice. Meditation should be calming, soothing. There shouldn't be too much thinking or activity. You can also meditate by doing things like working out really hard, going for a run. They don't have to necessarily be these low-level activities. What needs to be low-level is all the thinking that goes on in between your ears. So I highly recommend doing one of those things that you like to do to get into that meditative present state. I personally love doing yoga before I meditate because yoga gets me in the mind space and the body space to just feel relaxed and focus on what I'm doing. A lot of times if I'm sitting there and I'm feeling really antsy or I'm already thinking, then it's hard to get into the meditative state when I'm actually sitting down and trying to focus. So if you'd like, before you start this video, go ahead and do something for 15 or 20 minutes that gets your mind out of thinking and into the present, and then you can come back to this video. Otherwise, you can try starting with this video, and I'll lead you through the next several minutes here in meditation. And we just do the best you can. Usually with meditation, you want to make sure that you start easy on the beginning. Meditation doesn't have to be for 20-30 minutes or an hour long. It can be as simple as 2 to 5 minutes. Whatever focuses your breath back to center and allows you to relax and just kind of reset. That's what meditation is supposed to do for you. Alongside with stress relieving benefits, relaxation benefits of meditation, meditation also allows you to become a more aware and conscious person and even prevent certain behaviors or challenges, negative attitudes, thoughts, and difficulties that you might have prior to them beginning, because it allows you to clear the space in your head and sort of focus on what you're feeling before you actually escalate into a negative stress pattern or into something more challenging or a behavior that you might not like. So taking the time to meditate every single day is a really important practice, and it's very useful and obviously something that could benefit you in your life. And again, even if it's 2 minutes, if you just take that 2 minutes, you will notice a big difference in your daily life. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. You can find a place to sit down and relax. Make sure that place is in a comfortable space. We're here in my room because I feel more comfortable here meditating in my room. Although you can meditate it anywhere. Some people like doing it at the ocean. Just find a place to begin with that's comfortable, and feel free to sit comfortably or lay comfortably. Later on, you'll want to build up your meditation so that you can sit upright and just support your body and stay aligned while you do that. But when we're starting meditation, find a place to sit comfortably and relax. And it's okay if you fall asleep. So once you find that comfortable space, I just want you to focus on your body. You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open. Just do whatever it takes to make sure you have the least amount of distractions. You're going to focus on your body. Focus on aligning the spine. I like to rock my hips sort of forward and backwards just to feel where that center is. And when I find that center, I try to just keep it there. Same with my shoulders. Just very gently, I like to roll them back and forth. Trying to align them above my hips, keeping my core nice and centered. And then I'll do the same with my neck too. So I'm just trying to find centered with my body. If I'm laying down, I'm going to try to make sure my shoulder blades are flat on the ground, which takes rolling them up and back and down. And you can even turn your arms out into anatomical position and just be in the most relaxed, aligned space when you're sitting or laying down. You just want to make sure that you're in that very balanced state, because you don't want to start getting sore and you don't want to build muscles that are going to not support you properly. So once you get here, I like to focus on everything around me. It's It's interesting, but meditation is the idea of relieving your mind from thought. But when you're getting into it, it's very okay to have observational thought. So the difference between the thought of meditating observationally and thinking is trying to solve problems, or it's projecting things that are not in the present moment. When you're in the present moment, you can observe things like, I hear a truck in the distance. I smell the normal smell of my room. I feel the ground beneath me. I can feel my body's weight on the ground. I feel a little ache in my shoulders. I can taste the food I just ate still lingering in my mouth. So you start with the senses. Just take the time right now to notice what you're hearing. You might hear somebody opening the door across the house. You might hear the birds outside your window. You might even hear the obnoxious neighbors talking. You might hear the trash man taking out the garbage outside. Whatever it is you're hearing, try to be okay with it. There's nothing that needs to be perfect in meditation. There's nothing that needs to be absolutely silent in your external circumstances. Silence comes from within, so find peace with the noise that's outside of you. Feel your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Just let your body breathe the way that it wants to breathe. If you have shallow breaths right now, feel the shallow breaths. If your heart is beating loudly, hear and feel your heart. Hear the breeze, hear the silence in your room. And then start focusing inward and listen to your breath as it comes in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Feel the space in between your hands. As your hands sit there open, feels the air. When I think about it more intently, I can feel the warmth of my hands. Just warming up the air next to it. Feel your body start to slouch. If it wants to slouch, you can focus on what it feels like to keep it up. It might not feel comfortable, but any discomfort you feel, just be okay with it and observe it. Watch it for a little bit. Be interested in what it feels like to experience those feelings, to hear those sounds. I like to go ahead and focus on every part of my body. I like to focus on my toes. And not doing anything with them, but just to see what they feel like if I focus on them. I can feel them pressed up against my leg. I can feel the space in between my toes. I move up to my feet. And then I move up to my ankles. Into my calves. I can feel one calf flexed a little more than the other. Seems a little more tight. My knees, my legs up to my butt that's sitting on the ground, feeling that space on the ground. You can move up to your lower back. Maybe your lower back is unstable or you feel like it's having a hard time trying to sit up. To your middle back, up to your shoulders. Feel your shoulders. If you feel any weight or stress on your shoulders, that's okay. Focus there for a little bit. Sometimes focusing on the discomfort or we feel any weight will help us relieve it. I like to imagine little pieces of light or like little bags of weight slowly drifting off my shoulders. So if you can imagine how heavy your shoulders might feel or how heavy the stress might feel. Whatever stress you're holding in your body, even if it's a very little bit, focus on breathing in. And as you breathe in life. This air feeds your body life. Without it, you wouldn't be able to breathe, and without breathing, you wouldn't be able to survive. So breathe in that air and take in life, take in pureness, take in abundance. And then exhale and breathe out all of your stress. Imagine all the impurities and all the discomfort leaving your body as you breathe out. Just cleansing your body with this fresh air every time you breathe. Continue to focus here. If you hear any external noise or things are going on around, you can focus on it too and say, what's that sound? What does it sound like? And then when you can, bring yourself back here. Focusing on your breath, focusing on cleansing yourself with that breath. When you breathe in, you can imagine breathing in light. Picture whatever color you feel like you want to make it. And imagine this light just clinging to each oxygen particle. This light is going to absorb into your lungs, into the bloodstream, and that blood is going to pump this light through your body. And if you can imagine this light being warm and refreshing, you're going to go ahead and let this light run like a river. It's going to flow through your veins. So it starts off at the lungs, pumps into your heart. It's going to be filling your heart full of life. You can imagine your heart space right here in the center, focusing on that heart space and just focusing on what it would feel like if it was warm, and with every beat of your heart it pushes out that light into your back, into your neck, up into your brain, up through your shoulders, down into your arms, into your hands, pumping more and more of this warm, uplifting, refreshing light down into your hips, down your spine, into your legs, down to the bottom of your feet. Now imagine this light circulating through your whole body, through your whole bloodstream, and coming out of the top of your head. It's amazing when you look at life this way, how abundant you can feel and how much you realize there is just in the smallness of a breath. This breath feeds all living, breathing things on earth. And we take it in thousands of times regularly without even thinking twice about it. Your body does all the work for you. Right now, your body does all the work for you. I want you to focus on the center of your forehead, right in between your eyebrows. If you look there, you might see a color. Watch that color if you can, and just observe what it's doing. You can move from focusing on this color to focusing on the light, to focusing on your breath, to focusing on your body, and all the sounds around. As you can hear, it's not perfectly quiet in my house, but this is perfect for meditation. Anything that is perfectly imperfect for meditation is great. You can't exercise without any challenges, just as you can't meditate without imperfections. Keeping your core tight, sit nice and upright. Nice big breaths. And just sort of be here. For now, this is where I'm going to end my meditation guide with you. But you can feel free to continue on, and for as long as you like. If you had difficulty for 5 minutes or 2 minutes, you at least did 2 to 5 minutes, and start there every day. Build up, and you will start feeling really good. This will start feeling relaxing to you, and you will see how it makes an immense difference in your daily life. So keep trying, and if you only have a couple minutes a day, that's perfect. And if you'd like to sit here for longer, feel free to do so. If you have the time and you feel like relaxing, lay down, fall asleep if you'd like. It's a really great practice, and I'm happy you are here to join me in it. Thanks for watching.